Tonight may feel longer than usual. The hours seem to stretch, and instead of rest, your mind keeps moving, replaying moments, revisiting worries, carrying burdens that have not yet found a place to settle. There is a quiet heaviness that lingers, the kind that is difficult to explain but impossible to ignore. Perhaps it sits in your chest, or in your thoughts, or in the silence around you. You may have tried to let it go, to distract yourself, to push through it, but still, it remains. Anxiety does not always come loudly. Sometimes it whispers, repeating the same concerns over and over again, and in the stillness of the night, those whispers can feel overwhelming, making it hard to rest, hard to breathe deeply, hard to feel at peace. If this is where you are right now, you are not alone. Even in this quiet moment, even in the depth of your thoughts, there is a presence that has not left you. God is not distant from your struggle, nor unaware of what weighs on your heart. He sees every unspoken concern, every hidden fear, every silent prayer that has yet to form into words. Where you feel tension, He brings calm. Where your thoughts feel scattered, He brings clarity. Where your strength feels depleted, He offers renewal. His presence is not dependent on how you feel. It remains constant, steady, and near. You do not need to reach a certain state before coming to Him. You can come exactly as you are, with everything you carry, and simply rest in the assurance that, child, you are seen, known, and not forgotten. This is where the Psalms begin to speak in a way that is deeply personal. They are not distant or abstract writings. They are the preserved prayers of those who once stood in moments just like this, moments of fear, exhaustion, uncertainty, and longing. Written across generations, the Psalms carry the voices of people who cried out in the darkness and found that their cries were heard. They are ancient, yet timeless, filled with raw honesty and unwavering faith. In them, we hear not only words of praise, but also words of struggle, questions, and desperate appeals for help. That is what makes them so powerful. They do not ignore pain, but meet it directly, and then gently lead the heart toward trust. The Psalms function as more than scripture to be read. They are prayers to be experienced. When your own words feel insufficient, they give you language. When your thoughts feel chaotic, they provide structure. When your emotions feel overwhelming, they offer a pathway through them. They speak healing into places that feel worn and fragile, not by denying the reality of pain, but by surrounding it with truth. They remind you that fear does not have the final word, that anxiety is not your identity, and that even in weakness, there is a source of strength that does not fail. There is a unique kind of comfort in allowing these words to settle over you, especially in the quiet of the night. You do not have to analyze them or strive to understand every line. You can simply listen, letting them move gently through your thoughts, like a steady rhythm that calms what feels unsettled. The Psalms lift your perspective, not by removing your circumstances, but by reminding you of something greater than them. They redirect your focus from what is uncertain to what is unchanging, from what is overwhelming to what is sustaining. They also guide. In moments when you feel unsure of what to do or how to move forward, they point you back to trust. They do not demand perfection or immediate clarity. Instead, they invite you into a process, a gradual releasing of control, a steady leaning into faith, a quiet returning to the presence of God. This guidance is not forceful. It is gentle, patient, and consistent. It meets you where you are and walks with you from that place, step by step, breath by breath. And perhaps most importantly, the Psalms uphold. When your strength feels limited, they remind you that you are not meant to carry everything on your own. They hold your prayers when you feel too tired to speak them. They sustain your hope when it feels fragile. They create space for rest, not just physical rest, but a deeper kind of rest that reaches into the soul. A rest that comes from knowing that you are supported, that you are cared for, and that there is a foundation beneath you that will not give way. So as this night continues, you do not have to fight for peace. You do not have to force your mind into stillness. Instead, you can allow these ancient prayers to do what they have always done: heal, support, and guide. Let them carry what feels heavy. Let them quiet what feels restless. Let them remind you again and again that even here in this moment, you are not alone and you are being gently held in a presence that does not fade. As you settle more deeply into this moment, let your heart move gently into prayer, not a formal or distant prayer, but a quiet, honest reaching out. You do not need perfect words. You do not need to explain everything. Simply allow what is within you to rise and let it be held. Father, you see the one who is listening right now. You know the weight they carry, even the parts they cannot fully express. Where there is pain, bring healing. Where there is restlessness, bring peace. Where the body feels exhausted, but the mind refuses to slow down, bring true rest, deep, restoring rest that reaches beyond the surface. Calm every anxious thought that circles without resolution. Gently quiet the fears that grow louder in the night. Replace tension with stillness and heaviness with a sense of lightness that can only come from you. Let your presence fill the spaces that feel empty. Let your peace settle over every room, every thought, every breath. For those who feel overwhelmed, be their strength. For those who feel alone, be their comfort. For those who feel uncertain about tomorrow, be their assurance that they are not walking into it alone. And now, this night is placed into your hands. Every hour, every moment of rest, every dream, every breath, entrusted to you completely. There is no need to hold on to control. No need to stay alert, guarding against what might happen. You are the one who watches, the one who remains awake when we sleep, the one who protects without failing. So let go, even if only little by little. Release the need to carry everything through the night. Allow yourself to rest under a care that does not weaken, a presence that does not leave. From this place of surrender, the Psalms begin to unfold, not as distant texts, but as living words that move through the soul. They speak first of protection, of a God who surrounds, shields, and sustains. In these words, fear begins to loosen its grip. The image is clear. Though threats may exist, though uncertainty may remain, there is a greater reality that stands firm. God is described as a shield, a shepherd, a refuge, a watchful guardian. He is not passive. He is active, attentive, and near. Under His care, there is permission to release fear. Even in the presence of danger, there is a quiet confidence that you are not exposed or abandoned. And in that assurance, sleep becomes possible, not as an escape, but as an act of trust. As the words continue, they lead deeper into trust, not a shallow or temporary trust, but one that holds even when circumstances do not change immediately. Here, God is not only a protector, but the very source of life itself. He is the portion, the foundation, the steady ground beneath unstable situations. When everything else feels uncertain, He remains unchanged. The Psalms speak of a heart that refuses to be shaken, not because life is easy, but because it is anchored in something greater. This kind of trust does not deny struggle, it endures through it. It chooses to believe that even in difficulty, there is a sustaining presence that will not fail. Then the tone shifts into a cry for deliverance, a raw and honest expression of pain, fear, and desperation. These are the moments where the Psalms become deeply human. They speak of enemies, of betrayal, of distress that feels overwhelming. But within those cries, there is always a turning point, the assurance that God hears, not eventually, not distantly, but attentively. Every call is received, every tear is seen, and from that place there is hope, not always immediate resolution, but the certainty that rescue is possible, that the story is not ending in despair. For the weary heart, this becomes a source of comfort. You are not unheard, and you are not beyond help. From there, the words gently guide into stillness. Be still, they say, not as a command of force, but as an invitation, a release, a quieting, the kind of stillness that does not come from controlling circumstances, but from trusting the one who holds them. In this stillness, something shifts internally. The noise begins to fade, the urgency begins to soften, and in its place, there is a steady, quiet peace that does not depend on what is happening externally. It is a peace that exists even when questions remain unanswered, even when the future is unclear. It is a peace rooted in presence. As the night deepens, the Psalms begin to express a longing, a deep desire for closeness with God. This is no longer just about protection or rescue, but about relationship. The soul reaches out, not only because it is in need, but because it recognizes where true fulfillment is found. There is a thirst that nothing else satisfies, a longing that points beyond temporary solutions. And in that longing, there is connection, a drawing near, a sense that even in the quiet darkness, you are not distant from the one who formed you. This movement leads naturally into restoration. The words speak of forgiveness, of healing, of a love that does not measure worth by perfection. There is a reminder that failure is not final, that brokenness is not beyond repair. God is described as compassionate, patient, and abundant in love. He restores what feels depleted. He renews what feels worn. He heals not only the visible wounds, but also the hidden ones, the ones carried quietly over time. In this, there is a deep reassurance. You are not defined by your past, and you are not beyond renewal. Finally, the Psalms bring everything into a deeply personal realization. God knows you completely. Every thought, every movement, every hidden place of the heart is already known. And yet, you are not rejected. You are not overlooked. You are fully seen and still fully held. There is nowhere you can go where His presence does not reach. Not in the highest moments, not in the lowest depths, not even in the quiet uncertainty of this night. And so, as these words continue to settle over you, there is nothing more you need to strive for. You are protected, you are sustained, you are heard, you are known. Let that truth rest with you, gently and steadily, as the night carries on. As these words continue to flow, something subtle but powerful begins to take place within you. You may not notice it immediately, and you do not need to force it, but the repetition, the steady rhythm of truth, begins to settle deeper than conscious thought. The same assurances return again and again. You are not alone. God is near. You are protected. You can rest. These are not repeated by accident. They are repeated because the human heart often needs to hear truth more than once before it begins to fully receive it. Each familiar phrase becomes like a gentle echo, reinforcing what your soul may have struggled to believe earlier. Do not be afraid. The Lord is your refuge. He watches over you. These words return not to overwhelm, but to anchor. With every repetition, they press a little deeper, moving from the surface of your awareness into the quieter layers of your mind, where fear often hides and where peace is most needed. Over time, what once felt uncertain begins to feel steady. What once felt distant begins to feel real. This repetition creates a kind of spiritual rhythm, almost like a slow, calming breath. It does not rush you. It does not demand immediate change. Instead, it patiently reshapes the way your thoughts move. Where anxiety tends to repeat worst-case scenarios, these words begin to introduce a different pattern, a pattern of trust, of assurance, of quiet confidence. And as that pattern continues, something begins to shift. The tension that once held tightly starts to loosen. The mind that once raced begins to slow. Even as your body grows more tired, your spirit is being gently strengthened. You may not consciously follow every line anymore, and that is okay. In fact, this is where the effect becomes even more profound. As you drift closer to sleep, your defenses lower, and your mind becomes more receptive. The words continue, but now they are no longer just being heard. They are being absorbed. They move into your subconscious, settling into the deeper places where long-held fears and habits often reside. This is where true rest begins to form. Not just physical rest, but a deeper internal stillness. The kind of stillness that does not depend on having every problem solved, but on knowing that you are held even in the middle of uncertainty. The repeated truths begin to replace the repeated worries. Where there was once a cycle of anxious thinking, there is now a quieter cycle of reassurance. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, peace begins to take root. If these moments are helping you, if you find even a small sense of calm, a slight easing of the weight you've been carrying, consider staying connected. Subscribing to this channel and following along with future readings allows this space of peace to continue beyond tonight. There are many others who come into moments like this, searching quietly for rest, for comfort, for something steady in the middle of everything they are facing. By subscribing, you not only return to this place when you need it, but you also help make it available for others who may be searching in the same way. Let this become part of a rhythm in your life, a place you can return to when the night feels heavy, when your thoughts feel too loud, or when your heart simply needs to be reminded of truth again. And now, there is no clear ending, no abrupt conclusion that pulls you out of this place. Instead, everything begins to soften. The words continue, but they become less something to follow and more something to rest within. You do not need to stay fully awake to receive them. You do not need to hold on to every sentence. Just let them be present, like a quiet stream flowing in the background, space out, no longer pressing in so tightly. The urgency of the day fades, replaced by a sense of distance, as if what once felt immediate is now gently moving further away. This is not avoidance, it is release. It is allowing the night to do what it was meant to do, to restore, to quiet, to renew. There is no pressure to reach a certain state. If your mind wanders, that is okay. If you find yourself drifting in and out of awareness, that is okay too. The peace does not depend on your effort. It continues, steady and present, whether you are fully aware of it or not. And as sleep begins to come, it does not come as something forced, but as something welcome, something that arrives naturally when the body and mind finally feel safe enough to let go. In this quiet transition, the truths you have heard remain with you. They do not disappear when you close your eyes. They do not fade when your thoughts slow down. Instead, they continue to rest beneath the surface, shaping the atmosphere of your rest. You are still protected. You are still sustained. You are still known. Nothing about that changes as you sleep. And so the night continues, gently and without interruption. There is no final statement, no clear stopping point, only a gradual fading into stillness. The words remain, the presence remains, and the peace remains. Let yourself drift into that peace, without resistance, without urgency. Rest now, quietly, deeply, and let this calm carry you through the night into a place where your body can restore, your mind can settle, and your spirit can remain held in a peace that does not fade with the darkness, but continues soft, steady, and unbroken.